It says I'm live. Good morning, everyone. This is Andale Homestead. I'm Ann, and I'm so glad that you're here today. Oh my gracious. I'm so glad everybody's here. I've got lots of good friends already in here. Butler Family Farm, Black's Tropical Homestead, my sweetie. She's in the basement today. We got a little something to talk about. And Jesse and Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead. Jesse said, Ann, I hadn't had my first cup of coffee yet, but I'm here. At least that's how I am. Hey, Rebecca and Kim Mill, y'all, I'm going to do my little mouse thingy and see. Baloo's Clues said she hopes she can tap back in. She had her headset all charged and ready. I didn't put the notification up until later, and Facebook, it takes a second, but I know that Kim is here. Hey, Kay Rose and Diana and Kathy and Sandra. Yay! Hey, Jen. Good times homestead with Jen and Steve. I'm here. She's here. Y'all hit that like button as you walk in the door. That'd be great. Hey, Sarah. We have a lot to talk about today. I got some mail. I'm doing some crazy things. We're going to be getting some chickens. I'm so excited about that. People are going, well, where are they? What are you doing with them? You will see. They're coming back from to my house from Black's Tropical Homestead on April the 3rd. And I'm driving them in my car in a dog box. I have a great big giant dog crate that they're coming in. So, good morning, Lonnie. Hey, Diana. Diana, your GIFs that you leave on your comments tickle me every day. They really do. Treasure Hunter and Siobhan Jones, AZ Highland, I miss you. I'm so glad you're here, popping in and all around. All right, everybody. Let's see. It's a couple of minutes after 11. I think, passing the mic my way, Ms. T with the T. You had a great show today, honey. J3GS. Hey, sweetie, I hope you don't mind me using your water bottle crushing thing because I learned it from J3GS. He's got a lot of information we can learn from him. And Broke Farmer was on there. Black's Tropical Homestead was on there. J3GS was on there. It was like, and poor Miss T with the T is sitting there going, "What's that? And what kind of soil are you talking about? Cause I don't know." Hey, she is Sunshine. Good morning. Blue Self Reliance from across the pond. Hey, baby. Mr. Boots and Bounty. Oh, my goodness. What an honor to have you here. Thank you. Yankee Sister. Good. I'm so glad everybody's here. So, I wanted to get started with our message today. It's called Keeping the Faith. And that's not always an easy thing to do when you're in the middle of fire, keeping the faith. But it's something that I wanted to share just a little bit. Maybe it'll help your day. Oh, your sister's in the hospital, not doing well, needs physical and spiritual. Karma, you sweet thing. We'll be praying for your sister. And Lord, wrap your arms around her and let her see your presence because we know that you are the ultimate healer. In Jesus' name, amen. Miss T Raid, woohoo, yay! I love that. I love that Miss T sends her people, and I didn't mean for her to have to get off because, man, she had a house full, and they were having fun. They were having a good time. Thank you. Amen. Amen. That's right. Because when we look to Him, and I'll tell you a little bit more, that's kind of what my message is. I thought you had a spot on your face. It was a spot on my computer. That's all right. Prayers coming your way. Oh, karma. Isn't that awesome? So, our message today is keeping the faith because when we have our head and our heart in the right direction, no matter what, hey, Nikki, no matter what goes on, um, we can walk through those fires because we know my favorite saying, it's going to be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end. So that's something that keeps me going because I'm going, it's not okay right this minute, but it's going to be. It's temporary. So here's my message. I'm going to miss a little chat. Hey, Carla, treasure hunter. And it says, sometimes those around you won't understand your journey. And that's okay. It's not their path, it's yours. So remember, if you live for people's acceptance, you'll die from their rejection. So don't worry about other people's opinions of you. God never told you to impress people, He only told you to love them. Also, try to make a conscious effort to surround yourself with positive, nourishing, and uplifting people. People who believe in you, encourage you to go after your dreams, and applaud your victories. Just keep swimming because faith doesn't always take you out of the problem, it takes you through the problem. Faith doesn't always take the pain away, it gives you the ability to handle the pain. Faith doesn't always take you out of the storm, but it sure does calm you in the midst of it. So just keep swimming, keep your eyes on Him, and all things will pass. Yay! All right. That's the message for today. Just keep swimming. Yeah. And keep the faith. Keeping the faith, even in the middle of the storm, because faith doesn't make a magic spell as far as making everything perfect for you. What it does is make you perfect to make it through. And so, yeah, I'm just loving it. All right, everybody. I got some things to show you. Mail time. Isn't that what they say on Blue's Clues? Mail time. I was thinking about Blue's Clues when it's Baloo's Clues. Hey, Martika, how are you? And you learn with Robert? Great. Sammy Joe, you're the cutest thing on 2 feet. Thank you. And yes, Karma, we need a reminder. Mail call. I got some mail, y'all. And I don't see Maria Graham in the chat yet this morning. Hey, Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. I want to talk about you too. Sherry, don't let me forget to talk about the cruise that's coming up, please. She's down in the basement nodding her head, saying yes, because, I like a helper. And y'all, I have on my lazy days ahead because Jesse and Lisa are traveling. And man, that 3 hour time change is a big deal. And I miss it. You're not late. You're not late, Scott. It's all good. You're not late. And so I miss them. And I miss seeing, they're traveling in their lives, but they are having a blast. They're in Oregon and they won't be back for another couple of weeks or so. Oh, Jesse, one message. We wanted to be sure you're not late either at all. I wanted to be sure and share with you. Sherry from Black's Tropical Homestead has sent you a little treat. Trust me, it's fabulous. You will love it. But it's gone to your post office box. And we were talking before this got started and thinking, oh my, I hope the post office doesn't send the package back. But if you have let them know that you're gone, which I'm sure you and Lisa have done, you always cover all the bases. And or if your son is running and picking up your mail, then I just wanted you to know there's something there just waiting for you. Oh, Kim says she sent you a puppy. No, she ain't sending no puppies through the mail. I can promise you that. And hopefully we'll get to see some of those puppies a little bit later because they're right beside her. So I'm looking for it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Maria. Maria Graham asked me the other day if I had gotten my package. Well, she sent me something at Christmas. We have that base covered, Jessie says. All in good hands, Miss Ann. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, Jessie. Good, 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 good. I knew you would. I knew you would. So, Sherry, we can take that off our plate. But I didn't get it until yesterday. Hey, Suburban Hillbilly and Jane Doe. I got it yesterday. And I only opened the side, so I haven't pulled it out yet. So you guys can help me see what's in here. I don't know what it is, but it looks awesome. Let's see what we have here. I want to make sure I don't leave anything in the bag. Nope. Okay. Oh, she wrapped it all pretty. Yeah, y'all say hey to Jesse and Lisa. They're still having their first cup of coffee. Is that too loud? The paper's too loud, I bet. Sorry. So there's a card. My mama always said you read the card. Back to work for me. Have a blessed day. You too, Mr. Boots and Bounty. You too. And it says, it's beautiful. Look at the butterfly. I love butterflies. A blessing is just what you need, right when you need it. Oh, that's so sweet. Excuse me. And there's a personal note in here. I never know whether to read them or not. So let me read over it just a second while y'all look at the pretty picture. La la la. Learn how to sew. Blah blah blah. Getting garden in March. Let me know when you receive this package. Have a good spring. Okay. I think everything is okay to read. She's so sweet. She is so sweet. Hello, Anne. How are you both doing? I hope you're feeling better. I know that you weren't feeling well last week. I wasn't. That silly sinus infection turned into pneumonia, but I'm almost 100%. I made this for you. I hope you will use it. Use them well. I learned to sew when I turned 65 years old, and you're never too old to learn something new. I learned by watching YouTube videos. We're getting our spring garden ready for March. We started seeds inside the house already. Hopefully, in March, they'll be ready to plant outside. My garden beds are ready to plant. Good for you. Let me know when you receive this package. Have a great spring. Take care of yourself and love you. Thank you so very much. Your friend, Maria Graham. Is that not the kindest? Oh my gracious, she's so sweet and precious. I love Maria Graham. She's such a wonderful friend and supporter. Sherry is a rock star. Yeah, she is. Brownie, where is Brownie? Oh, Brownie's doing good, Kim. He's over there in his spot. We won't be giving anything away today because I promised myself I wasn't going to give anything else away until I mailed everything because I got all sidetracked and messed up and overwhelmed and I didn't mail out. But look, y'all, I have all these hibiscus seeds to mail, and I have, because the post office was closed yesterday and Saturday, but I've got everything packaged. It's all packaged and ready to go. And then so next week we can give something away. Cool. I want a card. Diversity Love says. All right, let's see. What is this? Oh my goodness. It looks like a pillowcase. I think it's a pillowcase, y'all. Is that beautiful? Oh, you're here for the pushers, Scott. Look, she did a beautiful job. I will absolutely put these on my bed. Aren't they gorgeous? That was so kind and sweet. Ooh, back in a second, my new printer just arrived. Yay, blues! That's awesome. Look at those pillowcases. Oh, she did such a great job. And she didn't learn to sew until she was 65. That gives me hope. I'm 63. Maybe I can learn because when I start to sew, I turn into Attila the Hun. Oh, my goodness. Pamela, thank you. Oh, my gracious. She said she's sending me something. Keep an eye out. Look at there. Look at there. Look at there. Oh, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful, Maria. Thank you. Very, very kind. I might take a picture of my bed all made with them on top of it, but I don't really show the bedroom very much because it's really full. Like, really full. I love them, and they're soft and wonderful and perfect. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I also received from Kettle Kitchen and his pasta collaboration. I won one of those dough rollers. I didn't have one. And so I won one. How cool. Yeah, keep an eye out. Don't poke an eye out. Absolutely no way. But I uh, I had a trial on that pasta collaboration, y'all, because you're supposed to make your own, and I'd never made my own pasta before. I was trying it, and Black's Tropical was trying to help me, and Lydia from Best Jet Journey was trying to help me, and Pam from Cooking at Pam's Place was trying to help me, and they never did turn out right. Hey, Fatima, I'm glad you're a new subscriber. You're here. That's awesome. Thank you. But yeah, so I can make my own pasta now. I'm tickled about that. Yeah, I wasn't very good at it, but I'm learning. It's never too late to learn, right? Good morning, GT. You're getting ready for work up in Alaska, aren't you? Now, Suburban Hillbilly says, just to be clear, as you start to sew or quilt, you will decide what sewing and collecting fabric are two completely separate hobbies. I bet they are. Sewing them and collecting them, you might have piles of material, but not ever do anything with them. Yeah, you haven't made pasta with it, Pamela? Well, I'm tickled to pieces. All right, so, and I also received a card. This is one of my Facebook followers, and it's from Jay. And they sent me a little donation because I had sent them some, um, which was very kind. I had sent them some goldenrod honey. And so they sent me a little donation to pay for the shipping and the honey, which is great. Dear Miss Ann, thank you so very much for sharing your fruits of your labor with me. I'm so happy this will really help my arthritis. Thank you so much, sisters in Christ. Joy, Joy, you're precious. Thank you. That pasta rolling isn't for the weak. My friend threw out her back. Oh my gracious. That would be my luck. Throw out my back if I start to make pasta. What'd you do? Oh, good, Blues. Look what I got from Kettle Kitchen. Got a pasta roller. I've never done it. I mean, we did go out and buy a roller to try to do it, but anyway, yeah. So I could see myself rolling that pasta and my back go out. Now that I would need to have that on video, right? So y'all could see that I'm pitiful. Jane Doe, I'm glad you're here. All right. So another friend of mine, good friend of mine, and it doesn't have her married name. We went to school together and we were good friends. And I used to go and play over at her house, and she would come and play over at my house. And she's a follower on here, and I adore her. I mean, I have very happy memories of my time playing with Lou. At the time, she was Lou Dexter, but she's not Lou Dexter anymore. And she's come to Edenton a couple of times since then, and I've missed her every time. And so, Lou, the next time you come, I need for you to let me know somehow. Message me so that we can meet up, have a cup of coffee or something. It says, just a note to say hello. I want to see your eyes, the window to the soul. Love you, Ann. Lou. And it was just so precious that she did this. Guess what she sent me? Reading glasses. So that she could see. Hey, Motivation with Weightlifting Geek, my buddy, my neighbor. You're just like 20 minutes away from me. She sent me some reading glasses. I'm playing in the dirt, little Ann. Yeah. All right, let's see if I can get this open. Oh, I didn't mean to tear it, but I did. I'll try to put a pair on for Lou that maybe she could see my eyes. Y'all, it's not the glasses so much. It's that these are cheaters. So when you put them up, I can't see the door or anything away. I can only read what's going on. Hey, Linda Peterson, I'm glad you're here. Yes. Okay. All right. These look cute. these look cute. Let's see if you can see my eyes. Oh no, this thing is sealed. I won't be able to put them on today because I need a pair of scissors or a knife or something. But wasn't that sweet of her thinking of me? Hey, Judy, just thinking of me, sending me some glasses so she could see my eyes. So I'm trying to be aware of that. Apparently, it's bothering some people when I do like this because you can't see my eyes. It's more comfortable for me like this, but it's bothersome to others. They would like to see the whole face. So, you know, it's okay. That's what we'll do. All right. So I have glasses, and that's my mail for today that I got in. It was wonderful. Got my pillowcases and my little donation and sweet, sweet card and my roller. Wasn't that kind of Lou to do that? I hope that she sees this. I hope she sees it because she does usually go back and play. She's busy during the daytime. So, but we have some things that are coming up. Yeah, they are nice gifts, aren't they, Carla? And I would like very much, it's 10:21. So I want to bring up my buddy that's in the basement. This is Sherry. Can you bring yourself up, honey? And you're muted. Um, there you go.
Good morning with my
Yay!
whiny babies in the background.
Yes. Sherry was hugging and loving on those babies while she was. Oh, there it is.
Say, good morning.
Good morning,
Mm.
sweet baby. I'm gonna meet you in a couple of weeks or so.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Jet. Hey, darling.
Woo-hoo.
Now, which color is that one?
This is green. Green
Green.
girl.
Green girl. Won't be long. You'll be calling them by their real names, huh?
Yes. Yes. In about a week, people will start picking their puppy and naming them. So, yes.
Yeah. I do have great followers, Charlene. I really, really do. They're so sweet and precious. Um, excuse me. I just still have a little cough. So, uh-oh, you went dark and frozen there, Sherry. Maybe I bet one of the dogs unplugged something. She'll be back in just a second. But I wanted to show you the roller. If you have a backache, have someone roll it on your back smoothly and softly. Well, that sounds like an idea, Linda. Aren't those puppies cute? They're so sweet. If they didn't grow up into great, big, 150-pound dogs, I would be extremely tempted. Extremely tempted. Yep. Hey, everybody. Okay, so I have something else that I wanted to show you that I I just wanted to show you just because. All right, so we're going to have the Soil Family Expo is coming up March 31st, April 1st, and 2nd. I'm going on down to Savannah on March the 30th, which is a Thursday. And hopefully I won't bother Bobby and Sherry too much because I'm not leaving until Monday, April the 3rd. And they have graciously offered to look after this old lady. Anyway, yeah, I know. Wouldn't it be nice to be able to smell that puppy breath? So when we're going, I have a table that I will be displaying some goods. Uncle Wayne and Auntie Peg are working hard at having some pushers and some spoons there that I can actually sell for them. So that'll be cool to be able to have that. And I've ordered some things to be able to share my goldenrod tincture. No, my hubby's not going, Kim. He's got a fishing tournament that weekend, so he's not going. But these are the little bottles that come. Well, that one came from the indoor garden, but they have little labels, and I have some goldenrod tincture that I'm going to share. Yeah, it would be nice for him to come, but Uncle Wayne and Auntie Peg are working hard. I do need to put Uncle Wayne on the payroll. I certainly do. He did share with me something that I want to share with you all as well. Um, he's not selling them. He's not going to sell them at just like over the internet. and he doesn't do shows anymore. He's giving them as gifts to me, but he is allowing me to take his inventory down there and sell for him at the expo. So I'll be selling Uncle Wayne's pushers and spoons and just a little token for Aunt Peg's scrubbies. And she is working herself to pieces trying to do those scrubbies. So that's going to be cool too. But what Sherry was going to do, apparently she's having some internet issues. You wanted to buy one. He said, Ann, let your people know I'm not selling them. But Kim, if I have any left over from the expo, I can bring those back because he's going to put prices on them. I can bring those back and I can sell them for you. I can sell them to you. Hey, Sandy from Suburban Homestead of Wyoming, Arizona. I'm glad to see you. Been praying for your whole family, and God is good. God is good, no matter what the fire is. So tonight at 7 o'clock, because today we have African Dreamin' comes on right after me. Mountain Grandma, along with Yogi Hollow Farm, comes on right after me. Gigi Naturals Homestead comes on at 5, which unfortunately is a very hard time, very hard time for me to be in her live, but I do watch her reruns almost every time, her replay. I love being in the live better, but anyway, let's see. You missed it. You probably said where the Homestead Show is. It's in Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, Georgia, the Soil Family Expo. And you can go up, they have a website, www.soilfamilyexpo.org. Oh, please pray for our family friend. She just had her 5th stroke. Scott. Oh my gracious. Oh, I'm frightened of strokes. But we will certainly be praying for her and for her family and for healing, if that's what's meant to be, healing on this side or the other of heaven. Dearly love to have one of those pushers or spoons. So if I have any left over, I think they'd probably sell pretty good. Just got the call. I'm sorry, Scott. I'm so sorry. I think that they would be, if I have some left over, I'm sorry, I'm addled. I'm talking to y'all and not finishing a single sentence. But if I do, if they're not purchased out at the expo, then those are the ones that I'm allowed to sell. And I'll collect the money, but I'll give it to him because, he does all the work. So I'll have to charge for shipping. But so Black's Tropical Homestead is back. And you're muted again, baby. You're muted. So, what happened?
I don't know what happened. Might have been the heat wave. Everything went out for a second. It was like, okay.
I'm a little jealous of your 80 degree. I'm a little jelly.
I cannot stay from outside. I'm like, get it together. You got to pack and y'all got a convention to get to, but I can't stay out the yard.
Oh my goodness. Yes, tell us now before we talk about tonight that you and I are going live to talk about tonight. Tell me where you and Bobby are going, because what a huge compliment to be asked to speak. Thank you, Jesse, for putting that link in there.
We are going to Lake Lanier Island in Beaufort, Georgia. I think it's in Beaufort, Georgia. We'll talk about growing or homesteading in a suburban neighborhood or, small spaces. So much. We want everybody to grow. So
yes. And what's the name of this gathering?
Next step.
Next step. And there are a number of very popular speakers that are coming. They're going to have speakers and they're selling tickets, I think. And they're probably sold out by now because it starts. When does it start?
Today, I think.
Look, you and I, we've been so busy getting other things going that we had to put some of the information in our brain on a shelf for later.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I hope that Lake Lanier is beautiful, Linda says. And Suburban Hillbilly says Lanier is only an hour north of me. You need to go see him. When is it that you're
Wow.
speaking? Hey,
We'll be
Blues.
speaking Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. You need to look that up and find out. It's called Next Step.
Next step. Yep.
That's right. Okay, cool. So tell the people what we're going to do tonight, you and I. Now, we're going on, Gigi goes on at 5, we're going on at 7, and then T-Nog, the New Orleans gardener, goes on at 8. But we're going to slip in there in that hour from 7 to 8.
Yeah. And what I was saying is if we don't cover everything tonight, we can do a part 2 tomorrow. That way we don't cut into anybody else live. But
Right.
we're gonna turn you into a crazy chicken mama.
She's turning me into a crazy chicken mama, y'all. I have bugged this woman to no end. I have called her and asked her and text her. What do I do? Where do I go? How do I do this? I mean, we don't have a chicken coop yet. Worth is taking care of that. We still have a little time because they're not coming till April the 3rd. But I'm just, I don't know, where do you get your food? What do you do? Some people make their own food. What kind of bedding do you use? I mean, all these, I don't know. Worth has had chickens before. Crazy chicken pyro granny. That's about right. Worth has had chickens before as a child. His family had them, but they just had a chicken house and they let their chickens out in the morning and they went through the yard. And then they would, oh, you had a chicken coop fire last week, Suburban Hillbilly? Careful with the lamps.
We don't use lamps or anything. You won't, I mean, in my opinion, and we'll talk about it all tonight. We don't use lamps. We don't have to give them artificial heat or light or anything. When they want to take a break, they take a break. But lamps are definitely
Dangerous.
very, very dangerous. And, we have our chickens they okay. They okay. It could be freezing cold and they out there playing in the water.
Right.
So,
well, our area in North Carolina doesn't get that much colder than your area. I mean, there's a few little short pieces of time. We've had a couple of freezes this year that lasted for a couple of days. But still, if they stayed closed in, I think they would be fine. And it's also the coop is not going to be that far from the water, and our water naturally keeps the temperature up because it is a creek that comes off of the Albemarle Sound, and the Albemarle Sound keeps a lot of heat in the area.
Our chickens are spoiled. We kept them inside for about a month and a half, but because it did warm up fast here, I put them outside. But once you get them, they'll be about 4 months old, and then you may have a few weeks or so to when you start getting your first egg. So,
oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I told Worth that you had said we didn't need to have the nesting boxes yet because we wanted to train them to roost on the perches and not on the boxes. So thank you.
They'll sleep in the box and poop in the box, and you don't want them to do that.
I don't want them to think that's where they need to sleep.
Yeah, just lay eggs in there.
Linda Peterson says wood chips are the best. That's what y'all use, isn't it?
Yes, we use, and we just get a bundle of them from Tractor Supply, and they last a long time because we do deep bedding. But
okay. Well, see, our Tractor Supply we've got one in Elizabeth City that's 40 minutes away and one in Williamston that's 40 minutes away. In our little town here, we don't have supplies. So I'll either have to make sure that I get enough when I go. That's a day. That's 45 minutes. And then shopping, that's a 3-hour round trip at least. And or I can order stuff off of Amazon, but gosh, it's so expensive on Amazon. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be able to, and we're going to try to help you so that you can maybe make that trip every 3 to 4 months.
Right.
But it won't be so bad Wood
Yes.
chips, you definitely won't have to keep ripping and running for them because we don't have to clean our chicken coop that often. And when we do, of course, we setting that to the side because it's fertilizer for the garden. So
That's awesome. So how
yeah.
how do you I know Bobby's in for a deal, man. He's gonna find a deal. And we
Oh
do have
yeah.
a Walmart in both of those places too.
Hmm.
And it looks like when I'm going on, and Chewy, Karma says Chewy also sells animal supplies.
Hmm.
The thing is, the shipping is so expensive. Gives me time to video on a road trip. That's right, Randy. There you go. A 3-hour Tractor Supply tour. Oh, well, maybe. But Walmart, how are the prices in your area? Because every area is different. Hey, David Corey.
Um, I don't pay prices too much attention. I think the wood chips, a bundle of wood chips, which lasts us probably a year, is I think $5-6 for a
Oh,
bundle of wood chips.
a
So
bundle. You know, we do have a place in Edenton that's behind our tractor company here that
mhm,
sells mulch,
mhm,
and they sell different kinds of mulch.
okay.
I wonder if they would have wood chips.
And I know Walmart sell it too, but
Hey,
my thing,
Luann.
like we have a pile of wood chips out here that we are mulching our outside studio and dragon fruit garden with,
Yeah.
but we won't
I
use
know.
that for the chicken coop because we don't want to put wet stuff in there.
Okay.
But for the little bit that we have to do for our chicken coop, you know, we just buy a bundle and it lasts forever. The most we use it, these puppies are, the most we
They're
use it,
talking to you, man. They're talking to you. It's awesome.
they just howling and growling and
They're starting to play with each other, aren't they?
yes, yeah.
Tree
Um,
services, Ann. Oh, well,
yeah, and that's what we got. We got like 3 loads of wood chips dumped here, but we don't use them just because we don't want to put wet stuff in there. But
okay.
I may clean my chicken coop 2 times, maybe 3 times a year.
You mean like take everything out, sweep, clean the bottom, do
Yes,
the whole
and
thing?
maybe twice.
Well, I don't want it
So,
to smell.
yeah,
Thank
and
you,
it doesn't
Garden State
smell.
Gardener. You're so precious. Thank you.
So when you get here, we'll take you around a tour so you can see and smell it. You were here one time before. You don't
I was.
smell
I
the
didn't.
chicken coop, and we hadn't even cleaned it out
I
the
didn't
last time
smell
we
it.
were here.
I didn't smell it at all. I didn't smell it at all. Oh my
Yeah, so
goodness. And
it's
so
amazing, and we just don't want you to overthink it because a lot of people overthink
I
things.
have. I have. It's too late. It's too late, man. And I watch some chicken people. I watch a lot of chicken people,
Mhm.
and it can be very intimidating
It can, it can be.
because there's a lot of extra out there. And I have a tendency, I can potentially be a little extra. I don't want to, I don't
Yeah.
want to make it something that I don't enjoy,
Yes,
you
and
know.
you want to enjoy it. Chickens. All of our animals, quail, red chickens, puppies, all have been work, but an enjoyable experience because we're
Right.
not working ourselves to death. We enjoy sitting out there with the chickens. Like now, I let your girls free range some,
Oh my goodness.
and they love it. They know home.
Yeah.
So for the most part, they won't roam off. But
Well,
it's a
that's what
beautiful
I'm
thing
hoping.
when you
Yeah,
wanna you
I'm
wanna
hoping
enjoy it.
because we're putting them in an area where after a while, once they've been
Mhm.
in their coop and their run for quite some time, yeah, don't overthink chickens. It's too late. It's too late. Um, and Diversity Love says a 3 by 3 foot, 3 by 3 wood chip battery with water tank is a good way to heat small coops and a greenhouse. Okay, well that sounds cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
and see, you don't need heat for yours because our girls are outside. They've been outside for about 2.5 months now,
yeah, if
and
anything, I'll need to put water in their ice. I mean, ice in their water.
yeah, Yeah, but they
How many
won't
put
need
ice in their
any
water?
heat, so
Now
I wouldn't worry about it.
we need to get I've looked at all these homemade waterers, and I've looked at homemade feeders.
That's
You
how you
know,
keep your costs down. Make it,
okay,
we'll show you the feeder we use, which is a 5 gallon bucket, and we fill it up. That way, I can put 5 gallons of food in there, and it'll last them. If we go out of town for 4 or 5 days, our homesteader doesn't have to worry about feeding the chickens, feeding the rabbits, feeding the quail. So
right.
um, it'll be fine. We'll show you everything, but don't
You're so
overthink it and
awesome.
don't spend a lot of money because Bobby. Bobby ain't spending no
He
money.
ain't spending a whole lot of money. That's right. He's not. We might have to
Yeah,
screw him in the ground when he goes away because he's a tight boy. He
yeah,
gets what he wants. He does what he needs.
that's right.
He's just not frivolous, and I love that.
Yes,
What
yes,
state am I in? I'm in North Carolina, suburban hillbilly. Northeastern North Carolina, about an hour in. Chickens are cold tolerant, David?
yes,
Good. About an
they are.
hour in from the Outer Banks. About maybe an hour south of Virginia line.
Mhm.
And, I mean, there are some small tree companies here, but th y'all, this is a tiny town. We have 1 grocery store.
Yeah,
We do have 2 hardware stores, but, we have sweet little stores, a little coffee shop and little dress shops downtown, but this is not a homesteading supply area. We
yeah,
used to have a feed and seed. For years, we had a feed and seed. Decades, we had a feed and seed, but it went out of business because the big boys came in, like
yeah,
Walmart and Tractor Supply and things like that, and they just couldn't survive. They just couldn't survive. I love tiny towns too, and
yeah.
it's great because I mean nothing is that far away. 40 minutes to drive to Walmart and to Tractor Supply is not that far away. I just don't do it on a daily basis.
Yeah,
I just
I mean, we are homesteaders. We don't like running to the store.
That's right.
We
Here's
don't like
Auntie
running to
Peg.
the store.
Look at here, y'all. It's my sweet Auntie Peg.
Hey,
Oh,
Auntie Pay.
Auntie Peg. Look, she's canning. Can you see her profile picture?
I
She's
do.
canning. She taught me how to can. I have her canning supplies at my home. She's taught me so much. And when I tell her that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, she just giggles because she says, um, I used to do that, honey. I've done that. I've done that
That's right.
before. I said, "Well, doggone it, I do everything. I don't even know it, but I am running in her footsteps." So, what a wonderful example she has been in my
Yes,
life. I
yes. It's
tag her, I spilled the beans that we're gonna have spoons and scrubbies at Soul Family Expo. I
I'm
spilled the
getting your
beans.
table all set up in my mind. I'm getting it all set up in my mind.
Yeah.
So
Well, I'm depending on see, y'all, oh, it's only been 45 minutes. It's been 45 minutes. Oh my gosh, Scott, I do have to go because normally I don't stay but 30 minutes. But I did want to share with y'all. One thing, Sherry and I are going live at 7 o'clock. So if you all, because we learn from the chat, I learn from my friends.
yeah,
Okay, off to play cornhole. Good, Sandy. Um, at 7 o'clock, we're going to be talking chickens
chicken
and
talk.
chicken talk. And I need all the help that I can get because I know nothing. I've never held a chicken. I've never touched a chicken
Oh,
except for, frying it or cooking it. And it's already been packaged. So
I'm gonna try one today that I packaged. So that's
awesome.
an awesome journey too. But I always tell people start with the laying hens, and then if you decide, okay, I want to raise my own meat birds, that's a
Right.
whole new ball game.
We're going to see how the neighborhood handles us having some chickens.
Chickens.
I'm
Yeah,
not going above the rules.
that's right.
And Worth and I really, I mean, there is such a thing as chicken math.
It
But
is.
I got to tell you, real quick, there's somebody else that has chickens. There's several people that have chickens in our neighborhood. There's
Hmm.
several people that have a whole lot more than 4. I mean, they have a lot of chickens. But I'm starting off with the rules. And
Yes.
there is a lady right around the corner that has some chickens, and they got out and they went walking, visiting. And while I was gone, just as Worth and I were talking about getting chickens, one of these chickens came in the yard, and Worth was out working in the yard. I wasn't here. But he said, "What are you doing here? You need to go on home." And just kind of hung around. So he picked it up. He knew where it came from because it's right down the street.
Mhm.
I live in a neighborhood like you do.
Yeah.
We have neighborhoods. And he picked up the chicken and it laid its head right on his
Oh,
shoulder and
that's why
cuddled him.
that's why he's so stoked about these
Yeah,
chickens. Oh my God.
look at
Yeah.
God, right?
Yeah. And chickens are smart because we had to get rid of our chickens, which
Yes.
was mainly the pigs' fault. It was our fault. It was our fault. But
Yeah.
we had to get rid of our chickens, and one of them escaped. She was not leaving, and
Oh,
she would
yeah,
sleep
yeah.
in a banana plant in the front yard. But before we could wake up, she would be gone. And you
Right.
could hear down the street squawking. And I'm like, man, I can't catch this chicken for nothing. So I had to sneak out there in the middle of the night and catch her and put her back in the coop. But she would leave every day and come back home at night. So chickens know their way around. They just like bees. They know exactly where to go and when to come back home. So you won't have a problem. It's gonna be amazing.
Good, good. Well, I mean, everybody has some neighbors at some point in time that are rule followers for
Yeah,
everyone else on the
yes,
street,
yeah, yeah,
not really for themselves.
yeah,
But and so I just want to see how it goes.
yeah.
Good to
It's
see
gonna be
what's going
great. I'm
on.
glad you're starting small. Chicken math is real, but
Yeah.
you are getting a beautiful bunch of chickens. Those silver lace wine dots are
Okay.
gorgeous, and they are growing up.
Because when people are when I held up that chicken book, the learning about backyard chickens that I got from Jesse and Lisa, I won that, and in fact, I've got it here somewhere right by me because I keep it pretty close. Somebody said, "What kind of chickens are you getting?" And I went,
uh,
"Uh,
uh, uh,
they're black and white. I don't know." So
they look like lace, silver lace wine dots.
silver lace wine dots.
Yes,
Okay, silver
they
lace wine dots, and
yep,
this
and
is
I'll put it in the chat.
okay. And Michelle said, "I called to get a permit from my city and they laughed at me and gave me the advice that if your chickens stay in your yard, don't bother your neighbors. You'll never need a permit and you can pretty much have as many as you want." Well, that's what I'm counting on. That's
Yep.
what I'm counting on for sure. And I wanted to make sure I put Jesse's link back up. Jesse and Scott have organized a cruise
Cruise in
for
Alaska.
all of us, a meetup cruise. There's a Facebook page for Cruising Alaska 25. There is YouTube. Scott and Jesse talk about it like crazy. I have already put my deposit down. I'm so excited. There's lots of other people out there that have done the same. And my husband has always wanted to go to Alaska. Now, his idea of going to Alaska was going, like you get there and then he could fish the whole time.
Oh,
But he'll get to see some sights, and I'm hoping that he gets to fish a little bit. And wine dots are nicer, are calm
um,
chickens. They are, David.
yeah, and they are very cold tolerant. I think they started off up north, so they are used to their bloodline is cold tolerant.
Oh, thank you, Jesse. Okay. 11 confirmed as of the last date. So we get a group policy, and it's not something that will break the bank. I mean, you got 2 years to save for it, 2 years to pay for it. And
Yeah,
so go elk riding. I ain't going elk riding. I would like to be able to walk and not be in a wheelchair when I come home. Thank you very much. Y'all, it's been almost an hour, Sherry.
yes,
Almost an
but it's
hour.
great. It's great. You having a great conversation. I know you like to keep your lives around 30 minutes, but sometimes it's okay to go over and chit
You're
chat
so
for a while
sweet
because we
and
love
supportive.
your conversation. So don't beat
Thank
yourself
you.
up. We got this.
Thank you.
We are here for you.
I'm telling y'all, when I was telling the message for today when it talks about surrounding yourself, have your circle of friends to be positive, to root you on, to go for your dreams, to be supportive no matter what. This woman, is that right? Sherry and I are in a tight knit circle.
Yes.
She, best yet, broke farmer, lazy days ahead. Scott from Rambling with the Brooms. I'm gonna miss somebody. Um,
It's a community.
the
It's a
whole
beautiful
community, our
community.
whole soil family. We and soil family doesn't mean that you have to be a gardener. It means that you just are involved in a community. Our Miss Pam from cooking, she does. I mean, she gardens, but her main focus right this minute is cooking. From cooking at Pam's place. It even Adrian from um, Tales of
Tell.
an Educated Debutante. She doesn't have any gardening going on, honey. But all of us are rooting each other on,
Yes.
encouraging each other. It no matter it doesn't have anything to do with money. It's a matter of living your dreams and
That's
going
right.
for your goals. So
Being happy and healthy. That's what we want. We want to help and encourage each other any way we can. So it's a
it,
beautiful community.
it is. And you guys, you're just I can't tell you how much I love you and how crazy I am
Aw.
about you. So
We
thank you.
can't wait to see you. And we're going to put you in this room with 10 other dogs.
Yes, it'll be great. It'll be great. All right, y'all. I love you. And Sherry, I'll get you to step down just for a second while I say my goodbyes on my message. Y'all, thanks, Sherry, for coming here from
See
Black
y'all
Tropical
tonight.
Homestead. She's
Bring your
just gorgeous.
questions.
Bring your
We are ready.
questions.
Yes.
Bring your advice.
Your advice because we are one community and
Yeah.
together we are smarter.
7 o'clock
Wiser.
tonight, and we're going to go on all the things, the YouTube,
Yes.
Facebook, both channels.
Yes. Okay.
How fun! I had so much fun I couldn't stop talking, y'all. Goodness gracious. Yes, thank you, Jesse, for dropping their link. Y'all be sure and check it out. Hopefully next year I can go and meet you all. Grammy's Journal. Wouldn't that be awesome for you to be able to come to the Soul Family Expo? There's no charge for anything at the Soil Family Expo as far as being around everybody. It's mainly a meetup. There is a charge to get in the museum, the Children's Museum, which supports Savannah. And there is a charge if you want to have dinner with everyone. We're going to eat at Paula Dean's restaurant, and we had to pay for the room and the food and the taxes, the beverage, the tip. Everything included is $40 a piece. So make sure that you go on the soilfamilyexpo.org and register if you're coming, and you can pay there also or contact Sherry at Black's Tropical Homestead. So as I go about my day to day, I'm going to concentrate on understanding that I can surround myself with people that are positive and nourishing and uplifting, people who believe in me and they encourage me to go for my dreams and applaud my victories. They're not saying, why me? They're saying, go you. So just keep swimming and remember that faith calms us no matter what the storm is coming along, as long as we keep our eyes on Him. So, my favorite verse, Jeremiah 29:11. I know the plans I have for you, say the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. All right, y'all. Have a great day. I love you all so, so much. Don't forget to come back at 7 o'clock tonight because I don't know nothing about no chickens. That thing, I don't know nothing about birthing no babies. I don't know nothing about having no chickens. Love y'all. Bye bye now.